thought he was in control. How wrong he was.
Yo, welcome back to Just Clips 1. We're going to take a little left turn from the usual and dive into this Drake versus Kendrick Lamar versus, well, more so Drake's own written words, Drake versus UMG drama that is unfolding in front of our very eyes. It's honestly more than just unfolding in front of our eyes, though. Drake is doing some real hoe-ass shit that I don't think anybody would have ever predicted would happen in a rap battle of all things. So yeah, we're gonna get into it, but this shit is crazy. I think he actually just delivered the death blow to his own, not to his whole career. Like, yeah, if he drops a hit, is it gonna get plays? Yes. Could he possibly come back from this? I mean, maybe. It's kind of hard to count someone of this magnitude out on a musical level, but I don't know. It's really becoming the people versus Aubrey Graham, or as they're calling him in academics, is Chat Laudry Graham. But yeah, let's get into it.
I hate it.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with it either. Like, I would have never imagined like this back and forth lyrical warfare would have turned into a lawsuit, bro. That's just not hip hop, bro. Like, it just doesn't feel.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he might as well sue Kendrick. I would have threw Kendrick name in there too.
Considering what the songs, or the song "Not Like Us" alleged, I'm not surprised that it became a lawsuit. But I said in a previous video when covering some Flocko versus Point and Shoot beef, it kind of dawned on me then a few weeks back, like, why, if Drake is so innocent, why isn't he suing Kendrick Lamar? That's what I thought, because the lawsuit's been a thing. So just to catch everybody up that may not have been updated yet, so Drake filed a lawsuit, an 81-page lawsuit with all types of references. We'll get into that in a second. But 81-page lawsuit about defamatory remarks against UMG, Universal Music Group, right? This lawsuit was filed in Texas and it was filed in New York. He's not dismissed, but he's basically said, never mind. I don't want to sue them in New York. The Texas one, as I'm recording this, that one is still in the early phases of a lawsuit. So maybe he feels like he has the best chance at winning in Texas for whatever reason. I don't know. But it was filed in 2 states. So that I think that's important to note before we let this continue to play. But yeah, we're going to let DJ Academics' clip play because SUES mainly just SUES, but SUES and Belu were named in the lawsuit, as well as a whole bunch of other creators. But what really shocked me as I read through the 81 pages is he even, like, well, not just him, but his legal team grabbed like comments. He's coming at y'all too. Like, this nigga's ruthless all of a sudden. Like, nigga, rap back, fight back.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga.
Why are you out here listing the people's comments on Not Like Us, people's comments from fucking Twitter, from everywhere? Like, this is crazy.
I don't like. Yo, listen.
And that's what's interesting about it, is that we usually in a defamation lawsuit usually suing the person that said whatever they said, right?
Y'all got more mentions than maybe Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, let me tell you this.
Hey.
I don't believe in half nothing. Okay, so if I'm telling, I'm full telling. I'm not half telling. I'm all the way. I'm all the way in. You feel me? That's why I like the LeBron shit. I'm like, just tell the whole story. Like, yo, if I'm suing y'all for calling me a PDF, I'm suing everybody. Like, you gonna see the list of. I'm gonna sue Kendrick, the engineer, the producer. I'm suing everybody. Top Dog, SZA, everybody getting sued. I'm really going all out. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to save no face.
He says.
But I don't know, man. It's rappers. But like I do look at Drake at this point, and I'm like, I'm wondering where he's getting his litmus test for what people are saying, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know.
Because he probably just oblivious to it, like not even realizing,
Yeah,
like
cause I mean, I know he probably got a lot of shit going too. You know what I mean? On side of that, with all this shit going on with the lawsuits and shit,
Yeah.
and
One thing I feel like I could pride myself on early on in this journalism type shit that I'm doing is I could read in between the lines. Academics wouldn't just come on here and report on this. He's going to report on this regardless. But in the way that he's doing it, the subtle jabs that he's doing, he basically long form just called Drake out of touch with reality, doesn't have a pulse of what the fans think or feel. That's shots fired. And I think it's because, academics watches a lot of content. Like myself, and he's seen everybody saying, damn, Drake went on Aiden Ross's stream and did that weird ass stream they did on New Year's or Christmas, whatever the fuck it was, where it was like sponsored by steak and all that. Yeah, very strange. And then damn, he went on XQC's stream. Act been in the trenches, nigga, throwing grenades, popping up when he can, returning fire, real mud work, and gets no play, no assist. You've been setting all the screens, you asked for one lob off the pick and roll, that nigga said no. I'm not gonna shoot it this time. I know I done shot 30 shots this game, but I'm gonna hit that white boy in the corner. And then if he ain't open, on the next play, I'm gonna hit this nigga on the trail. He can't even shoot threes, but I'm gonna hit him on the trailer, top of the key, and tell him pull it. You right there, easy dunk. But fuck you, nigga. I'm doing you like how niggas do Rudy Gobert. Ack is Rudy Gobert in this situation if you need a basketball reference. You feel me? Let's get back into it though.
Right.
Let me tell you this. It's mental brainwashing that the labels have used for years. They used it in playing a song 3 times an hour, on the hour, on radio. They use it in record sales. Like, put it like this. If you love an album and then you see me tweet out, yo, this album projected to sell 3,500 copies, you're going to be like, oh, hell no, I don't know if I like it that much. Hold on, I might be the only nigga who like it. But now,
nigga think twice about that shit.
Imagine if it's an album you ain't hearing and be like, yo, this shit on pace to sell 250. You'll be like, yo, whoa,
Yeah.
I got to go
on that right now. I gotta go get that right now. Yeah, real shit, yeah.
So I do think bots are used like that, but never. I wouldn't come up and be like, yo, hell no, that song's a behemoth, man. You know what I mean? And the thing where I think Drake is running a risk though.
Well, yeah, all the major labels use bots or stream farms, all types of shit going on behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, I think I'm about to tell a personal story, right? But I think a lot of people have personal stories that they could tell in regards to Not Like Us. Exactly Not Like Us. This is one of them things you remember what you were doing when it dropped, right? But I'll take it even further than that. I went to work, right? I'm filming something at a children's event, and there's a DJ there as well. I'm a photographer, videographer at this job, right? I'm not like this dead ass happened. I didn't expect to hear Not Like Us played by the DJ at this children's event. It was the clean cut version. Like all the profanity was taken out. The PDF file wasn't actually articulated in the version that he played. You know what I'm saying? He cut it up real good for the event. But it was almost like he was testing the waters. That nigga played that shit. It was the most lit. It was the most lit that it had been. And these are young kids. I mean, under the age of 10. It was the most lit. Them niggas was singing it word for word, bar for bar. Little ass kids, word for word, bar for bar. I don't want to hear nothing about bots, nigga. I stepped outside. I seen the cultural impact that if children are singing that shit word for word, bar for bar, Where do you think they heard it from other than the fact that niggas is iPad babies, right? iPad babies aside, because not everybody in the classroom is an iPad baby. Yeah, 9 out of 10, but still there's the one that isn't. That nigga still was singing along, dancing. Niggas was doing the I Show speed dance to it and shit. I kid you not. I kid you not. That shit's different. That's cultural impact. That shit moved people. I be walking around the crib to this day saying that shit, saying the lyrics. Say, Drake, I heard you like that shit. Bro, what? Come on. Stop all that bot shit, nigga. Bots did not help this track get no momentum. It didn't need no help. That shit posted and instantly spawned in with 1 million views. 1 million views in 1 minute, and it's not fake. Stop. Probably 100,000 views, but still. By the time an hour went by, come on, fam.
If it gets in the weeds with us, Universal might come back with an audit and say, check this out, bro. You talk about bots. Well, we never paid for bots. And that's going to be technically true because they wouldn't pay. It's going to be a subsidiary. It's going to be some third party thing. They got nothing to do with it. You know what they're going to do? Well, you're right. We did find that there were some bots that did help the song. But then we found, when we ran a check of your songs, we found that it was these bots.
I said it before, I'll say it again. You do not sue your employer. When I was a grade school age kid, like 9, 10, 11 years old, something like that, I found out what suing meant. I found out what the word suing meant. And so for a little bit, I had the mentality of like an ambulance chaser. And I would tell my mom and dad, like, oh, what if we like did X, Y, and Z and then sue that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it says caution, floor is wet. If that sign's not there and the floor is wet and I fall inside McDonald's, I can sue McDonald's, right? And it's like, well, yeah, technically, but the way they spit it back to me was dope. They said, but you like eating McDonald's, right? So are you sure you would want to sue McDonald's? Like, that comes with other issues. Yeah, you legally can sue people, but that doesn't mean that just because you're suing somebody that they have to play fair with you. They don't got to play fair with you just because you took it to court. Nigga, all types of shit can happen to you. You might win. That don't mean McDonald's ain't going to get their lick back. You know what I'm saying? That for lack of better terms, that's basically the gist of what they told me as a young nigga. But then also, they said, and since you on this topic of suing, people sue their workplace all the time. Wrongful termination, all types of shit. But it's not a good decision to sue your employer. And when I spoke on this in the previous video, somebody commented, and it was like, okay, good for you, right? Bro said he sued his former employer, got $150,000 out them niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. All right, for sure. Congratulations, bro. But that's assuming that you're totally fine with whatever industry that was, never working in that industry again. Do not sue your employer, or in this case, your record label, unless you're totally fine with never working in that industry again. Maybe Drake is going to pivot to acting. I don't know. I feel like your face is too typecasted already. You're a Drake. You're a Laudry Drake Graham. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas know. It's like you see Denzel Washington, he in Gladiator and all this shit. Nigga, I see Denzel. I don't give a fuck what the character's name is. That's Denzel being what we know Denzel to be on the fucking screen. At a certain point, your celebrity surpasses your talent. I don't give a fuck how good you could act like you're Romeo. Nigga, that's Drake. I don't know if I even want to see it. You out here naming regular civilians that just left comments laughing at the damn song in the lawsuit. Shit crazy.
Yeah. And I think that's what they were subliminally trying to say in their response. Did you read their response?
Yeah. Nah, they were saying some shit. Nah, they were basically telling Drake, like, nigga, you know we did pretty much everything we do for you for him, right?
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Like, is what we doing? Like,
hey, I keep telling y'all, I don't like half shit. I wish Drake would actually just come out and say it. Fuck it. We ain't calling it white privilege. It's Drake privilege. I deserve special treatment. Fuck it. No.
Fuck it.
Like, I'm y'all golden boy. Like, I can't believe y'all would even.
By the way, I think he'd be valid in saying it. Yo, I built streaming. I'm the one. Yo, when you look back at how streaming got birthed, right? Spotify.
Fuck all that. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. At the end of the day, Drake is learning a tough lesson right now. Ain't nobody bigger than the motherfucking program. When he should have been playing football and learning that it takes all 11 niggas in unison doing their job to succeed, just play to play. For one play to gain 5 yards, 11 niggas had to do what they were supposed to do. And maybe only 10 and a half happened, so that's why you only got 5 yards instead of 15. You wanna fall out of line, niggas is gonna put you back in line. If you ain't gonna get put back in line, you gonna sit on the bench. You gonna sit over there with them other niggas. You could fall right on out of niggas top 5. You could fall right on out of niggas top 10. You could sit the fuck over there with the rest of the niggas. You don't become Ja Rule, bruh. Don't become Ja Rule in this situation. You become the butt of the joke real quick. You go from laughing with everybody to being the butt of the motherfucking joke real quick. Ain't nobody bigger than the motherfucking program.
And Apple were in a race to have these subscribers. Every quarter they were reporting, and Spotify stock price were going through the roof, and Apple started paying money to get people to artists exclusively drop over there. Drake was one of them. Drake is so instrumental. He's the biggest artist. He's the #1 catalyst for streaming and its growth. Yes, if I helped build the streaming empire for Twitch, Twitch, you can't front page Zeus and Bilu all the time over me, nigga. I want special treatment. Give me that shit. Hey.
Yes, they can't act. You could want special treatment all you want. Just because you was the slave that carried all the limestone don't mean they got to put your name on the motherfucking pyramid, nigga. You was just another piece of the puzzle. Yeah, you was a big piece of the puzzle. You carried more limestones than any other nigga on this plantation. But you was just another piece of the puzzle. Them niggas carried limestones too. Now it's somebody else, next man up. The next man up is going to carry just as many limestones as you. Matter of fact, that's a young, hungry nigga. He going to try to break your record. That's how it works. That's the way of the world. It's the circle of life. Niggas is really, really too lost. Y'all niggas are all out of touch with reality if you really think that's how shit goes. There's a great movie, man, back in the Blockbuster days. It might have even been a Redbox movie, but I'll just go down memory lane again. I think it's an Eddie Murphy movie. I can't remember the name right now. If I could find it, I'm gonna throw it in here with the edit, right? But it's like, I want to say Eddie Murphy. He's the top salesman at this company, and he goes and he sees like a genie in the bottle type situation, a spiritual guidance or something. He's the top salesman of a company. He's known as the fast talking sales nigga or whatever. Mind you, I'm paraphrasing. When you read the actual synopsis, y'all will get the full gist of what I'm trying to say. But he sees a spiritual guru or something like that, and they basically do the genie in the bottle shit to him. He loses his ability to speak, or like he gets a word count. He gets a word count in real life. You only got 1,000 words left. Make sure you use all your words as efficiently as possible. So he's on the verge of getting fired from work because, the thing that got him all those sales every quarter, $1 million a quarter, whatever it is, he's scared to overtalk now. He'd been just yapping away his whole career, and it's brought in plenty of money for the company. But they're looking at this nigga like, yo, if you gonna stop what's been working, we're gonna have to let you go. I know you've made the company millions of dollars, but at the end of the day, the millions that you've made the company is just a drop in the bucket for the millions, if not billions, that the company is worth. No, ain't nobody bigger than the program. But that's not the overarching theme of the movie. That's not the main point of the movie. But that is something, that aspect is applied to what I'm trying to say here, for sure. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. Niggas will fire you today and have a new nigga here tomorrow that's ready to outperform you.
Yo,
Nah, real
I'm
shit,
not
though.
mad if
I
he
feel
just
it.
says that. Like, yo, I helped build this shit. Give me special treatment. Let's not like talk around.
So hold on, does this prove that like Drake, for lack of a better phrasing, ain't shit without the machine?
What,
Because of like, because I'm looking at like, okay, Drake dropped a considerable amount of music this past summer, right?
yeah.
And it just had zero. It felt like it, at least to me. It felt like it had zero impact.
Well, you said the right word, impact, right? So we could look up right now. Circadian Rhythm is approaching 100 million plays on Spotify. It
Right,
didn't do
right.
bad, right? Most Drake songs, if they're pushed even like a single, which that wasn't even pushed, it's definitely 100 million plays. That song is gonna do technically good. Why? Drake's a great streaming artist, but this is what the labels are good at: impact, right? I think what we could, what I would say, Drake ain't Superman without the labels, but
Superman. Okay.
but Drake ain't a bitch ass nigga without them. So
Right.
he's just in the pack. We used to talk about Drake, the Drake stimmy, the effect of Drake.
Yeah.
Drake is just a regular artist, which is still a top 10 artist. He just isn't. You remember he was just like, yo, I just rap and I went pop.
Yeah.
No, you're just a rapper now, right? Like you're a top 5, top 10 rapper, but he used to be top 1 so much.
What he's saying right here is facts, but I got an analogy for y'all. Drake is a lost kid at lunch. He has nowhere to sit anymore. He used to be able to sit at any table, but he got beat up by the next most popular black nigga at the school. And this is the act, like grimy black nigga. But he got the freshest Bapes on. If you were the 07, if you was in school in 07 and shit, a nigga that got the Bapes on with the hoodie that go all the way up, you could zip it up and see out the shit. It got a mask built into the hoodie. If you had that shit, you the freshest nigga, right? You got beat up by the nigga with the see-through Bapes. And now you don't got nowhere to sit because everybody laughing at you. Not only did you get beat up, but you got roasted too. Before he beat you up, he roasted you. You try to sucker punch him. He slipped your shit and rocked you in front of everybody. Now you don't got a table to sit at. So what do you do go and do? You want to try to run over there and collaborate with the Spanish artists? Like, fuck it, they got numbers. They got good numbers over here. They do. Spanish music is very popular on a global scale, but it's just obvious what you're doing. So everybody's seeing it and like, oh, okay. The artists are going to take it, but you're seeking a stimulus package. You're no longer the one giving out the stimulus package. The tables have shifted. Of course, in the negotiation, you're telling them how it's beneficial for them to collaborate with you. We're going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. I'm plugged in with this, and that. The tour going to be bussing. But really, they're the one helping you out.
Because he was so far ahead of the pack, right?
Nah, fact. Because he was number one. Well, he was number one for like a few years back.
Artist this year. That's how much he's dominating streaming. It's just that, you see, impact is like a creative thing by the label, right? They're going to make you feel like the song is inescapable. When you feel like the way you feel about Circadian Rhythm is like, yo, this shit's hot as hell, but y'all don't hear it everywhere.
I don't hear it everywhere. That's it's like,
The labels, when the label is saying that's a hit, you can't go nowhere without hearing it. It's like they surround you with the song. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what it is. But, man, again, I want to see Drake with the label. Man, I get it. They're probably stiffing him out of 200, 300 million. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow. Pause. But, God damn it, man, you got to build back. Hey, listen, you went through a battle. You took a couple lumps. Build back. That's how I look at it. And the best way to do it, you do it with the label. They didn't turn on you. They're not going to say, Kendrick Lamar don't drop enough music for them to say, oh, no, we're betting all our chips on him.
That betting the chips on Kendrick shit don't matter. What I will say is this. I think Drake's reputation, it didn't get that tarnished. Like, niggas still were tuning into his responses and shit. They were tuning into his stuff that had nothing to do with the beef. He was still pulling numbers. Where he fucked up is what we're going to get into now, which is the paperwork party. He fucked up with what he filed in the paperwork. Shit is really bizarre to me. Like, I was shocked to see what I was reading. Not necessarily him going at the YouTube creators. That's not that uncommon. And them citing what the so-called narrative they're trying to push in the paperwork is what was shocking to me. And this is the part we're gonna get into it right now. I'm gonna read that shit out as best as I can for those of y'all that might be driving and shit. But yeah, we're gonna get into the paperwork party now, which is something I vowed to never do on this channel. But this is out there. Every fucking media source that you look at has it. And for sure, by the time this video is out, it's gonna be everywhere. So let's get into the 81 pages that Drake wrote up and already said, you know what? Never mind, court in New York. Never mind. We'll see if he leaves the Texas one up. I feel like he gonna withdraw that too. I don't see a path to victory here. You're picking at fucking straws.
You've done everything that they love. You drop all the time. You tour 30 times a year. You're everywhere. They love you. They don't want your career to die. Okay? Right? Maybe they wanted to humble you, but they didn't want your career to die. Just build back and drop another. Like, he needs another Scorpion. He drops another Scorpion, we back lit, but he got to be cool with the label.
All right, so these aren't going to be exactly in order of how they appear if you look at the full PDFs. But this first slide I got up says, UMG's media campaign successfully spreads the defamatory material to billions of people, basically, right? UMG's campaign spread was successful. The recording set a new record for the most single-day streams for a rap song in the U.S. So that's what he's really mad about, I would assume. He's mad that his record got passed. He's saying they cheated to get his record. He's like, no, that nigga Barry Bonds broke my record, put an asterisk next to that. But he trying to get the song taken down. He don't even want the fucking asterisk. Here, let me get my shit back right. All right. So yeah, he's mad about the shit. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard. Talking about radio streams. Just 1 week later, the recording broke the record for the most streamed song in a 7-day period. All right, cool. So they're just establishing that. And then after UMG published the video, the recording returned to the #1 spot on the Billboard 100. And the week after the video's publication, the recording was streamed an additional 53 million times and played on the radio an additional 40 million. And all right, so basically this slide, he's just saying that just by UMG simply doing what their fucking business agreement is with all of their recording artists, all they did was honor their contract with all of their recording artists, including himself, that there's foul play because they did their fucking job. Right here, they're talking about Not Like Us was widely regarded as the decisive blow in a long-running feud between Drake and Lamar, which dates back to the early 2010s. In the lyrics, Lamar alleges that Drake likes him young. Hey, Drake. Yeah, the catchiest part. And accuses him of using other more credible rappers to boost his profile. They mean street credible, but they know street cred doesn't mean shit in court. Drake responded with a track called The Heart Part 6, where he rejected the allegations. They put a quote there. He also claimed to have fed Lamar false information through a double agent. However, his retort failed to attract the same attention as Not Like Us. The fact that you got to say your shit failed in the court doc is crazy. Let's see. Chart, blah, blah, blah. The song is nominated for... Now, back to Not Like Us. The song is nominated for 5 prizes, including Record and Song of the Year at the Grammy Awards on the 3rd of February. A week later, Lamar will headline the Super Bowl halftime show. However, the new lawsuit is not aimed at Lamar himself. Why is it not? If he's saying the defamatory remarks, why is he not getting sued also? Wouldn't you attack him first and then attack the label after you win the suit against Kendrick? Wouldn't that make the most sense? I'm no fucking lawyer. I'm no judge. I'm no jury. But wouldn't it make the most sense to attack the nigga that has less resources than the fucking court system of New York, the state of New York? I want y'all to rule against Universal fucking Music Group. Wouldn't it make more sense to take the artist down first? But anywho, if you really thought you had a case, that's what I would assume the order of operations would be. Step 1, sue Kendrick Lamar, get him to take down the songs. Like, I hate to bring this up again, but the way Poetic Flocko is going at point and shoot makes a lot more sense. Because then if you win against point and shoot, the reason why YouTube takes the shit down until there's a legal decision made is so that you can't then win against point and shoot in the court of law and then say, YouTube, you allowed that shit to sit up there for an extra 3 months. Run me my fucking money for the marks made on my character. This is exactly why they take the shit down as it's being reviewed. This is what, you know what I'm saying? So it would make a lot more sense to attack Kendrick first. I'll just say that. Next slide. All right, so this slide is just from an excerpt from an article kind of explaining what is even going on, that the first UMG he withdrew it himself. The thing where he grouped UMG and Spotify for artificially inflating the popularity of the track. He already withdrew that. And now the new shit is what we're covering, right? But the 81 pages is out. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy look. He's literally, you're gonna see, like, some of y'all might even see your own fucking handles, your social media handles listed in this nigga's fucking 81-page legal document. Who the fuck would have thought that just fans reacting to shit on the comments, on the keyboards? He's going after the reactors. He's going after the streamers, after Kai Cenat and all them. And this nigga's going after the keyboard warriors. Like, what the fuck? All right, so to kind of summarize this page from the same article that I read, the new suit is accusing UMG of defamation and harassment, and calling the release and promotion of Lamar's track. They're calling it an example of valuing corporate greed over the safety and well-being of its artist. What? Nigga, what? So they can't drop the diss track in the middle of y'all going back and forth. It's not like this was even the first song to drop. First there was Like That, then Drake did whatever he did, then Kendrick gave him a warning shot. Drake poked the bear again and went with the family shit and all that, and then Kendrick ethered you, nigga. When Jay-Z got ethered, where the term ether comes from, Nas did what Kendrick did back in the fucking 90s or early 2000s, whenever the fuck that shit happened, right? He ethered the nigga, completely owned you. No response needed, no response that you could even think of. Just sit on your fucking hands and wait till this shit dies out. That's what happens when you get ethered. Just wait until it dies out. Jay-Z still chilling. Nas still chilling. Neither one of their reputations is so tarnished that they can't drop an album again and be in the Billboard Top 100. Because people aren't just disgusted at seeing their fucking face, their album cover. The signs were there, actually. When Drake got booed off stage at Tyler, the Creator's festival that he throws every year.
For having me. You know, I'm going to tell you.
Please.
Like I said, I'm here for you tonight. If you want to keep going, I will keep going tonight. What's up?
Frank.
If you want to keep going, I will keep going tonight.
He's gonna stay.
It's been love. I love y'all. I go by the name of Drake. Thank you for having me.
So humble.
Here in LA at Camp Flognog, when that nigga got booed off a stage, it wasn't just because they thought Frank Ocean was gonna perform instead. Niggas was sick of him. The niggas that are really listening to rap music every day, you know, that's I feel like that's a young man sport. If you 30 plus really firing up rap music every day, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to kick it with you, respectfully. Music every day in general. I went to music history class and shit at the college, right? Ethos is a real thing. Look it up. But yeah, I don't be wanting other people's influence over my mental like that every day, where I'm literally brainwashing myself with the lyrics. I see why dubstep and music without words is so popular, because nigga, I don't want to pollute my mind with a bunch of somebody else's thoughts, somebody else's problems. That's crazy. But anywho, on to the next slide. All right, so this is where it gets good. You got SUES listed at the top of the page. Then right after RDC's gaming, but then they got a picture of RDC live. But either way, SUES, RDC, then Kai Cenat. He went after all the big dogs. Mad. This nigga mad as fuck. Going after them again now. Here's the bottom of the page. They all posted their shit. He mad. So what Drake is alleging here might even be true. Labels probably do dealings where they slide into a streamer's DM, or they got a direct contact with you. Yeah, we gonna send that Cash App, nigga. We gonna send the wire. You know, they're more professional than the Cash App. They gonna hit you with that motherfucking direct deposit. We need you to react to Drake's song, or Kai premiering unreleased Drake music and all that shit. That's all a play. That's all paid for marketing at this point, right? He's trying to say that that's the new version of payola. Payola's illegal. This should be illegal as well. The thing that makes it different is that these are individual people firing up their stream, vibing out with their fans. If they want to listen to Drake, they gonna listen to Drake. Y'all niggas need to play along better and whitelist your shit for certain streamers and reaction channels, so that they feel more incentivized to react to your music. Kendrick played the game proper, and Drake copied afterwards. But Kendrick, off the bat, nigga, right away, as soon as the songs dropped, nobody's getting copyright strikes or claims, getting your shit taken down for reacting to none of the diss tracks that were dropping. He knew where the world is at, and respected where the world is at, respects that reaction channels are popping. Y'all niggas be mad about it, reaction channels are popping. It moves shit forward. It's the people talking to the people. Nigga, we got our finger on the pulse, niggas that react. We know what niggas want to hear. We know what niggas want to hear us react to. And that makes that content even bigger. Good or bad take, or favorable or not take, that's what makes your shit bigger, is what niggas are saying in the reactions. Why would you not want to hear a reaction? In what other time in entertainment, just in human history, could you fire up your phone, iPad, computer, whatever the fuck you like watching YouTube on, Twitch, Kick, all them platforms, and get a barbershop style conversation, get real takes from real people on your shit, get real feedback? But niggas don't like feedback. Niggas at the top of the mountain, some niggas is allergic to feedback. When you're surrounded by yes men, feedback is the boogeyman. If it's not just glaze. But shit, that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna let the last couple slides play. I got some other screenshots to throw in here. And yeah, we out of here though. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there wherever y'all may be. And shout out to having fun, man. This was a fun one. But really, my closing thought is this. I can't believe this nigga really is naming normal people's handles in the lawsuit. Like I said earlier, reaction channels, I get it. We're choosing to be a public figure of some sorts. So you want to name niggas in your examples of why you think this is the thing. But this nigga basically took a conspiracy theory and submitted that shit to the court and said, yeah, have them niggas run me my fucking money, my lost wages, nigga. This is a conspiracy theory, brother. Where's the facts at in this? Outside of, yes, the things that you're saying happened as far as niggas reacting and shit. Yes, that happened. But can you prove that there was bots? And even if you do start proving that there were bots, If Universal Music Group lets you get far enough into the fucking teeth of it to even prove that bots are a widespread thing in the music industry, which we all know there is. I could pull up an ad right now of a nigga in China with a fucking view farm setup. Everybody knows about that shit that studies the music industry. I don't condone it. I would never pay for that shit to be for how I get my YouTube views. I'm gonna get my shit out the mud. If y'all fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, get the fuck on. There's a reaction channel that you'll fuck with. It may not be mine. That's cool. I don't need no view farm. There's a lot of niggas bigger than me, smaller than me that feel the same way. So prove that there's a view farm then, nigga. If not, then you just took a whole conspiracy theory, 81 pages of conspiracy. That's basically what Universal Music Group said in their response. In one sentence, they said, this nigga took a conspiracy to court. He's off his rocker, y'all. You got so many fucking enemies, nigga. You don't even know who's responsible for the niggas that pulled up to your crib, and you trying to correlate that shit to the drop of the song, to the promotion of the song, and then tying that shit to some shit that happened in Washington, D.C. Come on, fam. You look crazy out here, bruh. You're going out sad. This is a whole legend. Hit after hit after hit. You went on the most legendary run that niggas ever seen. But hey, I guess it's true. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. This is crazy. The fall from grace is crazy. I'll see y'all though. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Even though I just closed out the video, as I was doing some research, I thought to Google, like, is it even legal to hunt owls, right? And ironically enough, California and a few other Western states were debating on legalizing the hunting of 500,000 owl tags were going to be put into motion in 2023. They were debating this. It was an interesting thing to me. I do not condone violence. I am not saying that people should be hunting Drake down. I understand his fear and paranoia with that. That's unfortunate, the things that he's going through, whether he brought it upon himself or not, right? I don't know what niggas got going on behind the scenes, but I did find it ironic that all happened on the West Coast. It's a West Coast thing. This nigga, his whole thing's the OVO owl. The music video where Kendrick has the owl in the cage. And California was one of like 4 states literally having discussions on putting 500,000 owl tags into circulation for hunters to be able to help control these animals that can cause other problems.